Charlemagne, are we live? So I want y'all to bear with me. Boy, I swear, every time I try to do this, I mess up, y'all. I don't know if I should, sit up. I feel very relaxed. If I was telling a story, I'd probably tell it like this. So first of all, YouTube, thank you for tuning in. Man, I'm excited to be here. I am. I'm excited to be on my own podcast. Oh, my lips dry? My lips dry. My lips can't be dry on my first video. Can I get through this story? Y'all won't believe this. I've been on the intro for 45 minutes already. I'm tweaking, yo. I hope that I'm not shooting in 6K. It will get better. I promise. Damn, that was loud. I don't even know what that was. Glad I got my pistol. Glad I got my pistol. Glad I got my pistol. Man, how long have I been recording and bullshit? I hope that I'm still recording. Hold on, let me check this shit. All right, we done settled into this high now. We about to get it, man. We about to get it. Let's eat, y'all. Let's eat. We ready. We ready. Welcome to Storytime with Stack Moses, and this is my gay Anthony Anderson story. So for those of you who don't know, and I'm sure there's plenty of you who don't know, I'm Stack Moses. I'm a professional videographer and music video director. I've been shooting and directing videos approximately 16 years. 6 or 7 of those years, I was fortunate enough to be a traveling videographer who worked with a variety of major artists. Outkast, B.O.B., just to name a couple. For the last 4 of those years, I worked with another major artist who happened to be at the peak of his career. We traveled the world twice together, so of course I saw a lot of wild shit, and I got a lot of wild stories to tell about it. On this one particular day, we were shooting a Ciroc commercial in L.A. They had rented this humongous mansion that's sitting on top of this hill. They got a tennis court in the back that overlooks the entire city. There was a lot of celebrities there. Like, the star power was crazy. You had Puff Daddy, of course, Cassie, Ashanti, DJ Khaled was there, Fatboy SSE, Monica. Like, it was crazy. But even with all that star power, there was one particular celebrity that everybody was crazy about. That's right, Mr. Salt Bae himself. Oh my God. At that time, Salt Bae was like the hottest viral thing going. Like, everybody was trying to get the footage with Salt Bae. We at this crazy shoot. I mean, it's ridiculous. You've probably seen the commercial. And they got Salt Bae out there filleting with his, flicking the salt, doing his thing. And I was just thinking to myself, man, I want to try that shit. Like, I want to try this man's food. They actually put like some steaks over to the side. And it's like, if y'all want these, y'all can have them for your crafty. And so I sliced up a piece, man. That shit didn't have no taste. But in Salt Bae's defense, they were just trying to make the meat look good for the video, for the commercial. I don't think he was really doing his thing. So afterwards, we all go to Puff's crib for a party. Yeah, we got to go to a Puff party. Y'all know about the Puff parties. We get to Puff's crib, and it's even more star-studded. Usher, A$AP Rocky, Anthony Anderson. It's a party. Like, every party at Puff's crib is a party. And let me just say this for the record. Excuse my French, but Puff is a nigga. This nigga is a nigga. Puff is a nigga. In a good way. If you ever been to one of Puff's parties or been to dinner at Puff's, you know they bring out the real soul food cooks. Like, the ladies cooking for him got that joint. You know what I'm saying? Like, they official. They got greens and chicken. Man, the cornbread at Puff's crib tastes like cake, man. Like straight birthday cake. I'm not bullshitting. But nigga Puff spent $500,000 and put Salt Bae on a private jet from Dubai to the United States to have this man in his backyard cooking on his grill outside. I am not hating. I thought that was legendary. I was like, this dude, Puff, is really that guy. He's really him. He's really him. Yeah, but anyway, my guy is walking around with like burgers in his hands, passing them to people. I'm thinking to myself, Salt Bae looks a lot more accessible here. This is my opportunity to try some of that meat. This is my opportunity to try some of that meat. Excuse me. It's not typical that I eat out of people's hands, but I wanted to try the burger. So, He walks up, "Hey, I'll take it from you." And I mashed it, and I ain't gonna lie, that burger was delicious. And this man didn't have nothing on that burger but, man, it was literally just meat and cheese and bread. I don't know what he did, but that shit was delicious. This burger was literally meat, cheese, and bread, and that shit was delicious. I miss those burgers. But anyway, he also cooked steak. I really, really wanted to try this steak, y'all. Man, I really want a piece of that steak. Everybody else is kicking it. You know, I'm shooting footage and doing my thing. But I'm keeping an eye on this grill. And finally, the steak is ready. Baby, I'm ready. I had the opportunity to get first dibs. And, I walk up to, "Hey, man, can I try the steak?" So Babe's like, "Yeah, under one condition. If I let him feed it to me." I was disappointed, man. I had to tell that man, "No, I can't let you put meat in my mouth, sir. I know that this is childish. But I couldn't let him do it." Saul Bay was out there just whipping, man. Saul Bay was out there just whipping. Everybody wanted the opportunity to taste this steak. I mean, men of all creed and colors are lined up at Puff's bar to get a taste of this man's meat. And so Puff is pretty much like, "Yo, I spent $500,000. We at my crib. You cooking on my grill at my bar. Let me get some of that meat, man." So Bay's like, "You can get the meat, but I'm going to have to feed it to you." And Puff, I ain't gonna lie, Puff looked like he thought about it, because I think all of us thought about it. And it was like right when I thought Puff was about to give in and I was gonna get it on camera, Puff was like, "Yo, nah, man, nah. I just something don't sit right with me about letting you feed it to me, brother." Puff G'd up and passed on that man's meat. But like right in the moment of this really manly rejection, this fight for brotherhood, right when Puff like puts on this manly display of courage and turns this man's meat down, another man's voice come out of nowhere, "I tried." And so by the time I whip the camera, I see Salt Bae dipping the meat in Anthony Anderson's mouth. And you know what? I ain't gonna lie, I probably wouldn't have thought nothing of it. But it was like when he did it, it was like everybody was like it was like the crowd, like everybody was loud. It was like when it was with Puff, it was like, this roar of yeah, Puff, yeah. And then you just hear Anthony Anderson, "I tried," and then like Salt Bae dips in his mouth, and you just hear everybody say, "Oh!" And then it just gets quiet. The look on Puff's face, like you see it right here, like the look on his face is just like, "Oh." You could clearly see the shame in Anthony Anderson's face, but he just really wanted that steak. It doesn't mean that Anthony Anderson is actually gay, but in some circles, we think that's gay. I honestly don't know if I'm hating on Anthony Anderson because I wanted to taste Salt Bae's meat too and just didn't seize the opportunity. Because if I would have let him dip it in my mouth, like wasn't nobody out there to see it. Anthony did it in front of everybody. Now that I'm telling this story, I realize I'm probably hating on Anthony Anderson, because if the me now could go back in time, I would probably allow Salt Bae to dip his meat in my mouth. But anyway, I appreciate y'all tuning in to Storytime with Stack Moses. Y'all stay tuned, like, comment, subscribe, share. Appreciate you.